Hi everyone, my name is Satish and I'm the project manager for CreatorSuite. First, I would like to thank all of you for watching our videos and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Please do follow us on all our other social media pages for more exclusive content. Alright, in today's video, I would like to showcase the potential of CreatorSuite, what we can deploy using CS Serve, and also this video will be in three parts. On the first part, I'll show you a state-of-the-art example we've built on Serve, how you can run real-time videos in your workflow, and also demonstrate one of the most unique features of Serve, which is widget creation. The next two part will actually touch on the rule chain creation and also the dashboard creation for the example I will be showing now. Okay, so let's go to the the dashboard. In this dashboard, you can actually see that let me open up the dashboard. So in this dashboard, you can actually see this dashboard contains models that run concurrently and is able to do multiple detections. So let me open up the dashboard. This is my Scam and Paid account. Okay, so we can actually do face detection, right? We can do number of people here. We can do gender detection. We can do social distancing alert, and also we can do mass detection, right? So in this case, as you can see, the dashboard actually updates the entry of offenders into the database. Okay, so today we will be trying to create a few of this widget, mainly the number of people widget, the gender widget, and also our map widget here that shows the exact location of this video. Okay, uh, the video you see here is actually is treated as a real-time webcam stream or CCTV stream, right? IPTV stream. I'm sorry, IP cam stream. So, but obviously this is a licensed video running on loop, but this is done due to privacy concerns. But we can easily replace this video with a live stream video and run AI processing on this video for surveillance. To build this dashboard and deploy the model actually took us less than half a day, and this actually is the real power of Serve, easy deployment of your models. So as you might have noticed, this definitely requires high computing resources to run on real time. For videos, we use something called as RTSP instead of HTTP as an input. So um, what is RTSP? So RTSP is what we call as real-time streaming protocol. This protocol is used for streaming videos from a media server and is highly optimized for its use case. This feature is only available for our team and academic license holders only, but fear not. I will explain how you, as a free user, can still build a similar dashboard as this I've just showed you, right? But the input will be an image, right? And also, I will show you how you can actually add RTSP as an input so you can understand how easy it is actually to swap between the two. So the difference between the two is actually 99.999% of the workflow is exactly the same. Only at the input part you change it, instead of a normal input, you just change it to a RTSP input, right? It's just a few clicks of a button. So the model that we'll be using is also not as similar as the one I just showed you, because that model was developed proprietary for our company, right? But nevertheless, we'll be using open source models for the same example. But open source models have their limitation. They are not as accurate, and also they are not efficient, right? So because we are running, as you can see, there are four different detections. So face, gender, mask, social, right? And also person, actually five. So this is actually highly competitively demanding. So the computational resource is extremely high, and that is why we limit RTSP video processing for our workflows to paid team and academic license holders only. So RTSP is basically a video that basically you are just sending many images per second, right? So each frame of a video is an image, and that image is getting processed in real time. So that puts a very heavy burden on the server. Plus, we are running 4 different models, right, and some more processing. That is actually very demanding to the server. So for our example, we'll be using a more streamlined model, not the one that we have developed. So that the one that I've showed we developed is extremely, I would say, efficient. But if you try to use open source model, it's going to be very demanding on the system, and it's going to be very slow. So probably just to scan an image is going to take you 15-30 seconds, right? So we will probably use a different model that we train, but not as accurate, but it will do the job uh, faster than what we can get open source. Okay, so the main thing that I'm going to share today is building on RTSP is actually widget creation. So widget creation is actually one of the most, I would say, unique features of Surf. This allows our users ultimate control on their deployment UI. So you have your own uh, power to actually have the your dashboard however it wants to be, right? You can make it however you like. So let's go ahead and add a few widgets that we saw from our example. We'll be adding the number of person widget. That's the basic one, right? Just to get an idea how to actually customize widgets. And then we'll add the gender one. So in the gender one, what's unique is actually there's 2 inputs that giving for male and also female. So that's a bit unique there instead of just one input. And then the third one will be focusing on the globe. So that's a very unique globe. I think we've never shown an example like that. So that's where I'm going to show how versatile is it. Yeah, it is our widget creation tool. So let's start and go to a widget library. So all the codes that I'll be using today will be in the documentation and for you to use. But for now, I'll just be using the codes in the in the creation process. I won't be referring to the documentation. Okay. So let's go to the widget library. And first thing first, we need to create uh, a widget bundle. Okay. So maybe this is confusing a bit because there are many bundles here. Um, let me log out my account, right? And let me go to my free user account so that it's more familiar to you. So let's go to my free user account. So this is my free user account. Uh, we have 2 dashboards that we have developed before. So let's go to the widget library. So now this is more familiar, right? It's probably the same one that you are looking at right now. Okay. So let me delete this. My test bundle that I just created. Okay. So let's create a new bundle. So click create new bundle. I'm gonna put it as a test bundle. Yeah. Let's create a test bundle. Okay. Then open up the bundle. So the bundle is empty. There's no widgets inside. So let's add a new widget. For the first one is latest values. So this is basically to display a value. So let's create latest value. So now you have our widget creation panel, right? This is one of the most powerful panels that you can have. You can create any widgets that your heart desires, right? So let's start with the simple one, which is number of people. So let's go under resources and add a JavaScript library. Okay. So I have the link for the JavaScript library, so I'm going to add it here, the URL, and add. So make sure you don't have another one here. So I'm sorry, so you have to remove resources. So just one, yeah. And then let's paste in the HTML code for this widget. So copy and paste it. And then let's add in the CSS code as well. Okay. Copy and paste it in. Oops. Okay. Up. That's the HTML code. So one moment. Okay. So our CSS code is in. Next, just add the JavaScript code. So if you're familiar with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, I think this will be extremely easy. Right? You can add whatever widgets you want. And if you're not, you can Google for widgets that you like, that you want to add, and you can add it this way, right? So let's paste in the JavaScript. So let's try and run. Okay, so I think resources, my resources is not right. Let me remove the resources. Try it again. Okay, add. Oh, not right. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we have our widget here done. So let's click save as. Name as number of people. Bundle. I'm sorry, a test bundle. Right. So now we have saved the number of people in the test bundle. Okay. So let's go back to our bundle. We have our first widget here. So this widget doesn't look so nice. We will customize it further in our dashboard. So, but let's go ahead and add the second, I would say second widget. Okay. So again, the same process. Add new widget, create a new widget, latest value. That's great. Okay. So just now was number of widget. Now it will be the gender widget, right? So let's go to the gender widget and paste in the gender widget. So for the gender widget, we won't be using any libraries. So it's only HTML, CSS, and also JavaScript. So go to the CSS, let's copy and paste the CSS. So make sure you copy everything properly. Okay, and some JavaScript. Okay. So let's run it. All right, so we have our gender widget done. Let's save as. Gender dash bundle, save. So we have our gender widget done as well. So let's go ahead to our bundle. So the final widget that we'll be adding is the globe widget. So again, add a new widget type. Create a new widget type. This time it's a static widget because this globe widget is actually not taking any inputs in. We can configure to take inputs, but for this example, I won't be configuring to take input. For the coordinates, we will be adding the coordinates manually in the widget. So let's click static widget, and then let's go and paste in the codes. So for this, we'll be using some of the open source libraries. Uh, there'll be 3 libraries, so let's add all 3 libraries. And paste it in. First library in. Second library in. Oh, it's not the right one. Okay, third library in. Okay, that's it. So 3 libraries in. This library is taken from the website globe.gl. So if you go to globe.gl, you'll find all kind of globe JavaScripts and also CSS HTML codes. Okay, for groups. So you go to the website, you can download all the scripts for groups, JavaScripts for groups. Okay, so next we will add the HTML tag in the HTML tab. Sorry, I didn't copy it properly. Okay, then we go to CSS and add the CSS code. Okay, so for this, there's no CSS code because it's already been built in into the library. So there's no CSS code for this. But there's a JavaScript code and we need to put that in. Okay. So in this script, you can actually configure the what I mean the location of your pointer. Let's run and see. Let me explain. Let's run. So now we have added the coordinates of, okay, some problem with, okay, some problem here. Let me, so it allows you to actually, it allows you to actually pinpoint the location that you want to show in the group. Okay, so here I've, you can actually resize this and let me make it bigger. Okay, so we have the group. So you can actually pinpoint the location of the pointer in the group. Okay, and you can also change the colors, everything else in the JavaScript itself. And you have, if you don't want it to rotate, you can actually turn off rotation. All right, so let's save as. Group, right, and choose test bundle to save it in our bundle. Okay, let's go back to our test bundle. So we have our test bundle loaded up. So now let's create a dummy dashboard Create a new dashboard. Dummy dashboard. A test dashboard. Add. Okay. Let's add a new widget. A test bundle. You have below. Let's add the number of people first. Okay. So since we don't have any rule chain or any data source coming in, we'll use random numbers. So for that, click the data source, choose function, and function type will be random. Let me see. Random. So let's add that. So you have the first one. Okay, and then let's add the gender one. Get a new widget. Task bundle, gender, same step, function, under, add. Let me make it bigger. Okay. The final one will be to add the globe. Create a new widget, expander. Globe. So to add the globe, just click on globe is below here. I'm gonna put it up here. Okay. Resize the globe. Resize it. Okay. So we have our three widgets that we've created as per the example uh, before. Okay, so how do you actually make it as nice as the example, especially the color? So this looks okay, but how we can improve the others are actually, if we go to the edit button, right, and then go to setting, and then we have something called widget style. Here you can actually customize the icons for your widget. You can customize the name of your widget, right, the font of it, the color of the text, everything. So here we have something called widget style. Okay, there's a CSS. So we just add the CSS here to make it similar to the example. So let me paste in the CSS for this, and we should be done. Number of people done. Okay. Gender done. And done. So as you can see, we have our widgets set up properly. Okay, so okay, there's something missing here, which is the female gender doesn't has any input. So what you can do is to go to data, add another data source, same thing, functions. Okay, random. Oh, sorry, this one, and click OK. So now we should see that both of them have numbers. So this is how we have created our widgets, and this is how you can create your own widgets in CS. This is highly flexible. It really depends on your imagination, how you can actually customize and also add use cases for your own widgets. So I really hope uh, you all can actually try something with our widgets, or modify existing widgets that we already have in Surf for your own use case. Okay. So today we have added three types of custom widgets on our dashboard. We will be also adding rule chains on our next episode, and also connecting the rule change to the widget. And now on our third episode, we will be finishing up the dashboard and also explaining to you how you can actually add RTSP input into your workflow. So really hope really hope you all learned something watching this tutorial, and really looking forward to seeing all your own widget creations in Surf. So thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the second part. Thank you. Bye bye.